There's nothing. It's dry. There's nothing can grow in there.
It's a grim forecast for farmer Andy DeMonagoni. His fields usually produce wheat, which ends up as bread. This year's historic California drought may doom much of his harvest.
The drought here is probably going to cost our ranch in just the hard red winter wheat alone $300,000 to $400,000 because we grow about 3,000 acres of wheat, and we'll probably not harvest any of it.
California is considered the breadbasket of the world and produces half of all the fruit, vegetables, and nuts consumed in the U.S. As growers deal with diminishing water supplies, the cost of produce will also likely spike nationwide. Farmers and truckers stand to lose billions of dollars in revenue, weakening the shaky economic recovery in America's most populated state. Usually this field is filled with green grass, but this year, because of the drought, as you can see, the ground is bone dry. That's forced the rancher here to go out and buy extra hay and fruit just to feed his cattle. All additional costs that will eventually be passed on to the consumer.
Everybody's going to feel it, not only in food prices, but in water prices too.
The situation is so dire in California's Central Valley that highway signs remind drivers to conserve water instead of warning them about traffic delays.
We're looking at a disaster. Much like other portions of California experience earthquake or flood or wildfire, a drought in our area is every bit as devastating economically.
California's agriculture industry brought in $45 billion to the state in 2013. Idle fields could cost California up to $5 billion, according to the California Farm Water Coalition. The state is also warning that 17 small water systems could run out of water within weeks. California isn't alone in its water troubles. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has declared drought disaster areas in parts of 11 states. Water managers throughout the region are being forced to tap other depleting water sources.
We're relying on groundwater to make up as much surface water shortages as we can. That means our groundwater aquifer is going to decrease. An important thing that most residents of other parts of the United States don't realize is how vital the San Joaquin Valley is to meeting the food needs of the nation and the world.
It's going to be a tough year.
This dried out portion of the Kern River is symbolic of the drought crisis California is currently facing. State and federal officials have promised to step in and help, but without Mother Nature's cooperation, several communities here in the Golden State could see their spigot run dry. In Kern County, California, Ramon Galindo, RT.